stop doing affirmations, stop making vision boards, and for the love of God, stop trying to manifest that Lamborghini until you see this. If you've ever read Think and Grow Rich, you know that desire is the starting point of all achievement. It's step one for a reason. But if you're here looking at this challenge, I'm guessing that you've tried to follow the steps and it hasn't worked. You're working harder than ever, but the riches just aren't showing up as planned. It's not because the philosophy is broken or because it's 110 years old. It's because you fell into a trap that Napoleon Hill warned us about, but almost everyone ignores. And I call it the desire trap. And here's the truth. Most entrepreneurs are chasing borrowed desires. You want $1 million business because the gurus on Instagram told you that's what success looks like. You want status because you're trying to prove something to your parents or your ex or your high school teacher who said, Sean, you're never going to amount to anything. These are borrowed goals. And the problem with borrowed goals is that they require massive amounts of willpower to sustain. You have to force yourself to work. You have to grind, and eventually you burn out. Your subconscious mind knows when you're BSing yourself. So it self-sabotages. It creates procrastination. It creates confusion. It's trying to protect you from a life that you don't actually want. But there is another way. Napoleon Hill didn't just say, have a goal. He said, have a burning desire. A desire so deep, so aligned with who you truly are, that it pulls you forward like a magnet. I call this a soul desire or a soul goal. And when you find a soul desire, you don't need discipline. You don't need hustle. You're in a state of flow. The obstacles dissolve because you are finally in alignment with the law of success. I know this because I've lived it. I went from being homeless by the age of 15 to taking my first company public at 30. And I didn't do it by grinding. I did it by finding the one fuel that drove me, that pushed me, that fueled me through everything. And for the last 8+ years, I've been helping entrepreneurs find this alignment, but it usually takes weeks or months of coaching. I wanted to make it faster, so I built something absolutely crazy. I combined my coaching methodology with a custom AI agent trained in neuroscience and all of Napoleon Hill's work. I call it the Soul Desire Challenge. And in just 90 minutes, we're going to bypass your conscious, dig deep into your subconscious, and uncover one of your soul desires and goals. We're going to find one thing that lights your soul on fire.